Hello everybody and welcome back to the last chapter of our Inquisitor's journey. For all you who don't know, I am not going to be doing the Harkin DLC just because it wasn't my taste, so I'm going straight into Trespasser after I've completed, well, the Deep as you know. If you haven't, you can see it if you wish. In the meantime guys, as Richard's journey has finally come to an end, I'll be going to my war council in a few moments to basically begin it, but first I want to say I did have to turn down about one or two graphical settings from normal because I kept crashing after the first conversation you can have in this DLC. So yeah, so if it doesn't look as good as some of my other ones, I apologize, but I couldn't really do anything about it. In addition to this, during this initial conversation, I'm pretty much not going to talk really. I'm just going to let the Inquisitor speak for himself because I've gone through this about 10 times before I figured out how to fix the crash. It was, for all those who are curious, it's a DirectX crash. I don't know why it kept happening, but I've had them before. Now then, let us begin. We're going to head straight into my war council and finally begin the end. We head to the Orlesian side of this map. Oh yeah, President Bianca finished. I sold some junk, so I should have room for anything useful, and the Exalted Council. This takes place 2 years after we've beaten Criphius.
Do you ever wonder what lies at the edges of the map, past the seas?
No.
I think we have enough to worry about on this continent. Of course, but...
Basically, this takes place 2 years after we've dealt with Criphius, and the little thing it's saying here is, with Criphius dead, and the threat of the Fade Rifts, and with the threat of the Fade Rifts and demons waning, both Orlais and Ferelda begin to raise questions about the future of the Inquisition. Divine Victoria, aka Cassandra, has promised to shield the Inquisition from political matters for as long as possible. Eventually, she plans to call an Exalted Council, a chance to determine the role and possibly the fate of the Inquisition. Let us begin. No going back. Venture forth.
Another parade, another bloody negotiation.
Smiles, everyone. We must be careful how we present ourselves.
Why did Divine Victoria call the Exalted Council? She's kept Orlais from bothering us for the last 2 years.
At increasing political cost, yes. She has done all she can, but the Exalted Council has become necessary. Orlais would control us, and based on their many marriage proposals, they have specific plans for you. Our real concern is Ferelden. They would see us disbanded entirely.
Inquisitor, it has been too long. I hope the years have been kind to you.
How have you been, Mother Giselle?
I spent last summer in Emprise du Lion, distributing food sent from the Exalted Plains. the Dales are finally recovering.
Corypheus left a great deal of damage for us to repair. I appreciate your efforts.
And I yours, your worship. I should mention that your forces at Suladin Keep were of great help. Please give my compliments to Baron Deschedin. Divine Victoria asked me to greet you on her behalf. She is currently attending to the Ferelden ambassador's concerns.
You can probably just call her Cassandra in private conversation.
You can, Inquisitor. I prefer to use her divine name. Our last divine once joked about why I insisted upon calling her Justinia. She called it my way of reassuring her that I had not completely forgotten who was in charge.
How do you think Divine Victoria has done these last 2 years?
It is hardly for me to say, Inquisitor.
With respect, that's never stopped you before, Mother Giselle.
Victoria says she is better suited to the battlefield than the Sunburst throne, but she has restored the Chantry. And also people's faith in it. We are lucky to have her.
I'll speak to Divine Victoria.
I believe she would appreciate that, your worship. The Divine sees the good that you can do and have done. Duke Cyril will wish to greet you on behalf of Olay. I believe he is currently speaking with the Tevinter ambassador. Many of your friends have returned as well. I hope you have a chance to speak with them before the Exalted Council begins.
Okay, I'm gonna say this right now, guys. Pretty much your entire party should be here, as far as I know. Because basically I got after this conversation and then started to move, DirectX crashed, so... yeah, in the meantime, we all know who the Tevinter ambassador is.
The Imperium sent an ambassador.
Yes, your worship. Dorian Pavas has taken the chance to return from Tevinter. It will be good to see him again. I owe him my apology. I allowed my distrust of Tevinter to cloud my judgment. He took a great risk coming to help us, and deserved better treatment.
You're going to apologize? To Dorian?
I have little patience for those who cannot admit they were wrong, your worship. Myself included. I will have to make my apologies somewhere public. He will want an audience for his reaction.
Very true. So which old friends do you know of that are here?
Who has returned for the Exalted Council?
Your dwarven friend, Master Tetras, for one. I understand he spent much of the last few years in Kirkwall. I believe Sir Blackwall has returned as well, although he now uses the name Tom the Ranier. Enjoy time with them while you can, your worship. I doubt you will have the chance once the Exalted Council is underway.
Goodbye, goodbye, my friend.
Thank you, Mother Giselle.
Your worship, a final question, if I may. This Exalted Council, Ferelden would have the Inquisition disband. Olay sees its power as another feather in a chevalier's helmet. What do you wish to do with the Inquisition?
I don't think we're done dealing with half the stuff we were set out to do in the first place. Also, half the organizations that we ended up recruiting are sort of become a part of us. Honestly, I think it'd be a good idea if somehow we could, become an autonomous group. Not a nation, something similar to the Wardens. Where basically, we handle some of the stuff in a neutral way, you know? I'm just saying it might be a good idea, but I don't think we're going anywhere, is basically my stance at the moment.
The Inquisition still has work to do. We can't let someone's fear push us into disbanding.
Then I wish you luck in the negotiations to come. Maker watch over you, Inquisitor. I will not keep you any longer.
Well, right now we are, I believe, I can't remember this, where are we actually? The Winter Palace, which I believe is either the home of the Chantry or This is the place we went for the ball. I lose track. Oh yeah, this is the Orlesian capital. Now I remember.
On the Exalted Council, he's so sentimental about.
Yep. Let's take a quick look. Josephine, Sarah, Bull, Cole, Blackwell, Varric, Cullen, Vivian, Leliana, Artegral, and Duke Cyril. So we're going to basically go here to here to here, here. Maybe take a look at some of the shops or these things. Maybe I'll head over here quickly, and then I'll round about to Blackwell, go across the courtyard, speak with Cullen, head through here to Vivian, and then deal with those two.
Inquisition.
But first, Josephine.
It's so good to see you, darling. I've been fielding Orlesian diplomats all afternoon.
Have they given you trouble?
Not at all. It is quite alarming. It means they are all saving themselves up for later. Would you walk with me? I should like to take some air before the Exalted Council becomes inescapable. The palace has been most accommodating. We are, after all, here at their insistence, but the ministers may... No. No more talk of the council. This meeting was to spend time with you in a more relaxed fashion.
You're still planning, you know, I could see it in your eyes.
Then why can I still see those wheels turning in your head?
Work carries a certain momentum. The truth is, there is a small entertainment happening tonight, to which I may be able to find a pair of invitations.
You'd like me to go with you?
Very much so. In all the years you've worked with Orlais, you had so little time to enjoy its culture.
You're completely right. Let's see what kind of stuff they have.
Perhaps you're right. These meetings and talks don't allow for much leisure time.
And then back to Skyhold without a moment's pause to take in where we are. Sometimes, I'm afraid I do not make enough time for you, my love. Please, come with me tonight.
What are we doing exactly?
And what is this small entertainment?
Something to ease our minds. I would very much like to surprise you with the details.
Josephine, anything for you.
If it makes you happy, how can I refuse?
Oh, wonderful. I was worried we wouldn't find the time. The past years have been so busy. We have earned at least a few moments of rest.
A calm night out sounds...
Oh, bravo! Bravo!
Two things. One, if you heard like a beep noise, my wire just went loose on my computer. And two, what just happened?
Was the woman in gold playing a king? Who was the man in feathers?
Oh, it's all very simple. The first actor's mask is determined by... well, I will lend you the program guide. But tell me, did you enjoy the performance?
Let's go with the very good cop-out.
The performance pales in comparison to the lovely lady I saw it with.
You are sidestepping the question.
Love leaves my tongue tied.
Well, in that case, I suppose allowances can be made.
Okay. That was nice. Although I still will never understand what I think I just saw, but... Luckily these people aren't too judgmental in how I move around. Varric. I gotta talk to him.
The Prince of Starkhaven wrote to you again.
Of course he did. Just put that one in the pile with letters from the Merchants Guild.
And the captain of the city guard had a very colorful message for me to deliver to you as well.
Inquisitor! Andraste's ass, am I ever glad to see you.
That's what I'm here for, Varric.
And the Inquisitor comes to the rescue once again.
Is that what you call it?
This is Bran Caven. Until recently, he was the Viscount
Provisional Viscount.
of Kirkwall.
And he's delivering your mail?
So why is he here with messages from the Merchants Guild?
I have resumed my post as Seneschal now that Master Tethras has been elected Viscount.
You're the Viscount of Kirkwall now?
Well, it seems the two of you have a great deal to discuss. Why don't I just leave you to it?
So, it turns out you fund enough reconstruction efforts in a city-state, the nobles give you the worst job they can think of.
Honestly, I just can't believe it.
I might need to sit down. You're the ruler of Kirkwall now. All of it.
That's not that big a deal. I have a really pointy crown that I wouldn't be caught dead wearing, but that's it. They voted me in because I got the harbor and businesses up and running again. They want shit fixed, and I can do that. Anyway, I was hoping I'd catch you before the summit got underway. I got you a sort of present. It's official recognition of your title and holdings in Kirkwall. Congratulations. You're a compt now.
You can't actually do that without...
Too late. Already did it. You should stop by Hightown sometime to see your estate. It's pretty nice. For Kirkwall, anyway.
Proper disposition of empty estates is supposed to...
You were leaving us to talk, remember?
Okay, honestly, I don't know what to say. It's a really nice gift.
This is possibly too much, Varric. I don't know what to say.
That's nothing. Practically nothing. Don't mention it. Oh, that reminds me. It's the key to the city.
You can't give that away without approval from the council and a special ceremony.
It's just symbolic anyway.
It controls one of the giant chain nets in the harbor.
Really? That is so much better than I thought.
Okay, I want to try it out.
This operates those giant chains. Can I try it?
No.
I don't know how this council thing is going to end for the Inquisition. But whatever gets decided, you've got a place lined up in Kirkwall if you want it. Also, control of the harbor, I guess. Anyway, you should meet with the diplomats. And we'll get in a game of Wicked Grace before I go back, though, right?
I wouldn't miss it.
Don't bet any public buildings this time.
Okay, I think Varric should be running for president. He's done better work than most others. It's Cole.
Inquisitor, I see you have time for afternoon refreshments.
Did you know that a merchant in the courtyard is selling gemstones the same color as your eyes?
What an odd thing to say. I must see this for myself.
Nicely done. Actually, thank you is more, I think, feels more accurate.
I appreciate the help getting him elsewhere.
I still don't understand Orlesians and their masks, but it makes him happy. And I needed the table.
For breadcrumbs?
Birds like breadcrumbs.
Oh, Cole, good day. I didn't see you there.
But I saw you, as lovely as your songs.
I'm completely happy for you. I'm also want to say but let's be more supportive of Cole. He's becoming a real boy, or man, I think.
I'm pleased for both of you.
The world has ample pain, Inquisitor. The kindness found in Cole is rare indeed.
Her songs bring happiness to those who hear, and I can make her happy in return.
Well then, carry on.
Hold on, let me just read these. I just want to get it out of the way. Sarah's past and now things. Lost other books, stop leaving them places. Okay, I just love this. Wait, Inquisition in trouble? Okay, let's talk to Sarah.
Here's you, and everyone. Glad to be back, all stuffed together. With the pressure full on. Again. Don't worry, Herald of Everywhere. I came prepared. I know what everyone needs.
Pranks? I'm really thinking pranks.
Just like best times.
I right now will say this. I have no idea what I've been throwing at these people. I'm gonna assume they're pastries or special concoctions of Sarah's, but this is hilarious. And we ended just hitting each other. Perfect.
I expected a roof.
It's early. Anyway, that was a good run. It's all been a good run. I needed that. And I need... You know it's ending, right? We can say it won't, but knobs in places like this, all they do is end things. They'll try a leash. Or worse. But maybe you aren't ready to quit just because some Lord Piddlebits is scared of us.
I'm sorry, if I just know it was a freaking bold pointing at me. And what have you heard?
Is someone moving against us?
Sure. Start with everyone, everywhere. Point is, sooner, all this changes. And you've helped me understand. Too much. So it's my turn to help you. See, I have these friends. And all of them were the wrong sort of whatever. Their place changed, or it never was. So together, we made an us. Everyone needs an us. And when the world is done saying no and calls you the wrong sort of whatever, maybe we can be that us for you. What do you think, Inquisitor? Want to run some rooftops as a Jenny?
You want me to join?
You want the Inquisitor? Don't I have a few more titles than your usual Jenny? No offense.
Some taken.
Pfft, words. Look, we don't want you. We want to be there for you. If you want to keep doing, it won't be nobles who help. It'll be friends.
Yeah, I'm friggin' in. I'll take any friends I can get.
Well, all I have to say is call me Red Frigging Jenny.
Way too confusing. You'll get a city. One that rhymes with arse.
Oh! I should have said we needed a we instead of an us, because... Wait! Anus! So stupid.
To all my friends.
Always and ever, Inquisitor. Always and ever.
Sarah was never angry.
Creepy song is creepy. Ugh.
Okay. Whoa. Screen just sort of started flashing a bit. Yeah, I'm not the only one getting this, right? Okay, let's just try this. Maybe this will fix it.
Your Worship, I'm glad you're here. Listen, I need you to keep the Chief distracted while we sneak this dragon skull through the room behind him.
This should be good.
I'm looking forward to seeing where this goes.
It's for his birthday.
I'll see what I can do, Krem.
All right, here he comes. Just keep him talking. He loves talking.
Hey, boss. Good to see you.
I sure enjoy night enchanting. That's weird. Okay.
Most mages hate the thick of battle, but I can't imagine hanging back. It's nice to get your hands dirty.
That's why I like you, boss. You swing a sword. It's a weird sword made out of magic, but still.
Let's go with another magic-y thing. I haven't seen a rift in forever.
It's good to see that the Veil has largely healed, now that most of the major rifts are closed. You might think otherwise, but the Veil isn't technically a physical barrier. It's more like a magical vibration that repels the Fade.
I just love these Ferelden politics.
Did you know that Ferelden has its own names for lords? The country is divided into Ternirs governed by Terns. Inside those are cities and Arlings ruled by Arls. And then there's the Banorn. It's a large area of countryside ruled by multiple bands.
Good to know.
The council might affect Lyrium.
Do you think news of the Exalted Council could affect the lyrium shipments from Orzammar?
Maybe.
Okay, I give up.
I'm sorry, I can't do this.
Sure you can. They must have that thing almost across the room by now, right?
Of course.
Remember.
Surprise! Happy birthday, Chief.
Oh, you guys. You got me.
Okay, looks like I didn't fix that bug. Let's see if I head outside, it'll fix it. Nope. Well, guys, I'm just going to ignore it. First, let's just check out where the next place to go is. Hold on. Oh, fixed. Weird. No, it's not fixed. Cassandra in the last few years. Inquisitor. You don't need to dictate every word exactly, do you? I may be divine, but that doesn't mean I have a particular skill at letter writing. Should I start with a joke? I don't know how to make hours upon hours of meetings with Grand Clerics sound anything less than mind-crushingly tedious. I also don't know how to make a joke about that. Something involving hats, probably Varric would know. It's very important that I sound reassuring. The Inquisitor has so much to deal with already and should not have to worry about the state of the Chantry on top of everything else. You can say something about how well the Red Lyrium efforts have gone, can't you? Perhaps that Templars and Mages know, never mind. That's such a big death. And perhaps mention of the play about the Inquisitor's heroism being performed all over Valriel. I think that'd be good to hear. I'll come late for a meeting. Revered Mothers from Nevera just finishes up sometime. Of course. Vivian in the last few years. If here shall have no opportunity to meet with you prior from the Exalted Council at Helm Shalal. The colleagues and fraternities of Enchanters are holding another round of elections in a few months, and I must be present. And to organize everything, or the Equitarians of the Lucians will inevitably get drawn in the most passive-aggressive arguments over the number of ballot boxes and arrangements of voting cards you could possibly imagine. On the last 2 occasions when I could not be spared from my duties at the Imperial Court, the isolationists sealed themselves inside the debating arena with ice walls in protest over some insult from the Libertarian senior enchanter from Cumberland. I must of course convey the continuing operation of the Orlesian court, though I have no doubt dear Duke Cyril has already bored you to death with the Council of Herald's complaints by now. Cordially, Vivian. And what's this last one? Varric in the last few years. Let's see, relating from there. And almost nothing in Hyde has fallen in the sinkhole. The red lyrium cleanup in Gauss is much better than expected. No one misses Meredith fused into the flagstones, eerily glaring. On the spot, thank you, the maker, or the crazy cursed Templar is gone. Okay. Everything seems to be going pretty good with Varric. May have to... let's see. Oh, I have a wardrobe over here in Charter?
Well met, your worship.
About the Winter Palace. The CM's intend severe. Place where the CM's attending VIPs drop notes. Think that... let's see. A lot of stuff. Let's just open more of these. Dorian. Let's see how he's been doing. Society of Marvelous Lieutenant Palace. Junior Mirrors the Master filled with fire and zeal. Let's see. Let's save the wrong petrol. We are making progress. I'm sorry if I'm skipping through this, but you guys can read. Let's see. They have Dorian good. Let's see. Definitely. Politics is like pestilence. Josephine's doing pretty good, luckily, thanks to it. It'll be good to see Dorian. Iron Bull. Another Civil War from Sleepy across Orlais. You must protest the actions of Bull's charges in Southreach. Bull's charges were great assistance. Pretty much Bull's been doing good. So I got a wardrobe. Special shipments. Staff blade of what? What did I just get? That's shite. Why'd they give me something like that when I already have something this good? Fire damage versus cold damage. Let's equip this for now. Over there's my storage, and damn these bugs. Okay. Casual wear. I never had access to this before. This is pretty cool. Outerwear. I legitimately have never seen this before. I think I should stick with the formal wear. And you know what? I'll be back in a second after I fix this. See you soon. We're back now, and I had to basically turn off MSAA or something, according to what I looked up. So now let's take a look at some of these things over here. I'm actually... brain work. Oh, I can even adjust my stuff here. Let's see. Let's just get more bees. I want bees. I like bees. So I have access to everyone's thing, which is pretty good news. Don't have enough for freaking lyrium potions. Anything that doesn't require something or another. You know, just give everyone some Antivan fire. Cole, let's at least get you one of those. Vivian. Why not? Some Antivan fire. Varric. Oh, let's actually restock a bit of his Antivan fire. Iron Bull. Let's give him some rock. No, I don't have enough of that. Let's give him a confusion grenade. Why not? Okay. I really have not gone looting in a while. Hard in Hightown. No disrespect. Do not care for reading this. I will go through it a bit so you guys can read it, but I will say this in all honesty, just check the wiki. The entire thing's probably there. And let's see what's over here.
Might be something here. Better take a closer look.
A golden nug.
Changeable weather this season.
See, previously, would you like to synchronize them now? I don't know what I just did. And I sort of don't care, but that was weird. Seriously, weird. Wait a minute, what the hell am I... Oh, there's something here.
Might be something here. Better take a closer look.
What in the world? Expensive dog treats. What? I'm just gonna go. Things are kind of confusing again, and I think it'd be a good time to at least meet with Blackwell. Someone, hopefully a little calmer, after what just happened. Let's see. Looks like people are making bets about us. I don't want to know what just happened. First, let's see. Tries to wear in some more of my former company. Let's see, he goes by class now. Class found his way put together without crime. I'm glad you've been working on making yourself better. Now, let's talk.
Fashionably late. I thought you weren't gonna show.
I would have let you know.
I gave you my word we would talk, and I never break my word.
Easy there. I was just teasing. So tell me everything that happened while I was away.
Things and stuff.
And after the betrayal and what I put those men through, my sorries were worth about as much as shit.
So, how many punches did you take?
How many people hit you?
I lost count at 12, but I could take a punch. They needed to know that there's a way to come back from anything. And I wanted to help them if I could. I thought going up there on the gallows was difficult. This was worse. 100 times worse. Anyway, it's nice to be back, though I'm not sure what to think of this council. No matter what, you know you can always count on my sword arm and my friendship.
Let me try.
Your aim is atrocious. I'm embarrassed for you.
Think you can do better?
Maybe.
Inquisitor.
Okay, so I'll just do that now. Okay, next up we get to see, I believe, Cullen. I feel I'd be saving the Orlesian for Elden ambassadors for next.
Oh yes. Oh yes, baby.
Now then, from here... Oh, Leliana's here too? I forgot. I didn't notice her. I'm not the most observant at times. Hey, Cullen.
You there! You're to dodge, not catch. If that ball were a fireball, you'd be dead.
You found a dog.
They don't breed Mabari in Olay. The merchant said he was abandoned. Perhaps his owner's tired of the novelty.
But he's such a good dog.
Tire of you? With that positive attitude and fetching ability?
He's not supposed to fetch it.
I don't think you understand how this works.
Another Ferelden trapped at the Winter Palace. I couldn't leave him to that fate. Besides, I think he likes me.
You should show him Ferelden.
You could take him to Ferelden sometime. He should know where he came from.
I did promise my sister a visit. She might try to spoil you. Remember who you report to. The Inquisition will change after this. I'm not yet sure what that will mean. Whatever happens, our people, you, Liliana, Josephine, will have my support in whatever form you require.
Will that include dog training?
If your support comes with that of your new friend, I'm sold. I know a useful ally when I see one.
You can help. Dodge this, and I'll find overpriced Orlesian dog treats before we go.
Just talking to these people makes me feel happy. It's probably my favorite thing to do. Now then, let's talk to our spy master.
Will you walk with me? The first time I came to the Winter Palace, I was only 18. I was dazzled. Such rich hangings, splendid marble columns, more golden lions than I could count. It's all still here, still bright, but I no longer see that same palace.
Everything changes.
Everything changes. People most of all.
Yes. Now all I can see are the knives in the shadows, the poison in jeweled goblets. They seek to tear the Inquisition down. You feel it, no? Fear.
We know too much.
I'd fear anyone with our vault of secrets, wouldn't you?
It is not our secrets, nor our soldiers. There have always been spy masters and private armies. They are afraid of nothing so much as the hand that directs it all.
Mine.
Already your actions have begun to reshape Thedas. Your influence is felt everywhere. It was only a matter of time before they moved. I'm surprised it took this long. When the time comes, consider giving them what they want.
You're joking.
What? You're not serious.
They cannot act against what they cannot see. Publicly, I will of course retire from this life, as one would expect. Let them think they've finally won. I shall take up charity work, become a patron of the arts, as all respectable women of my age do. And perhaps take on a protégé. Our work never ends, Inquisitor. We just need fewer witnesses.
Smart. I'm literally getting a lot of options here. And now, before I end this first one... Where are you? Ah, there you are, darling. That sounds
Darling,
weird.
you made it. Excellent. I scheduled this appointment ages ago, and they do appreciate punctuality.
Appointment?
With the Imperial Garden Spa, of course. You work so hard, my dear. I wanted to treat you.
You know what? Sounds like fun.
That sounds like a fantastic idea.
Of course it is, darling. That's the only kind I have.
I'm trying not to laugh.
What are the cheese wheels for?
It pains me that you even have to ask. You've clearly been living too long in barely civilized conditions.
Did you hear something?
Relax, darling. It's spa day. How have you been? It seems ages since we've spoken. I hope all is well with you and Ambassador Montillier.
Okay, first off, I'm betting Sarah is about to do something and looking for some juicy details.
Are you digging for gossip, Vivienne? trying to get me to give up the juicy details.
Merely expressing concern for your well-being, my dear. Someone ought to.
What have you been up to?
You must be keeping very busy.
The Circle needs more supervision than a toddler. It may master using the Privy on its own any day now. Don't you feel better, my dear? This place really does work miracles.
What happened?
Darling, it's spa day. Don't fret. You'll undo all the good they've done. Come along, Inquisitor. They have other appointments, you know.
What are the hams doing there? I'm more confused about the hams. Who else? Another chapter of that. But what did Sarah do? The hams are everywhere. Everywhere. Everywhere.